All right, guys. So I'm going to try to do a better job of explaining this time because I don't feel like I'm rushed like I was the last time. If you haven't watched the previous video, please go back and watch the previous video. However, this is my monthly. In the previous video, I told you guys that I like to put my expenses in my notes section as well as writing them on each day that they're due. I also keep them in the monthly bill tracker, and I keep them in my daily planner as well. I also told you guys in the last video that I'm only using a planner notebook because I need to get a new iPad, and that way I can use my actual digital planner that I created, and it will be available for sale. I can't really say when, just know that it is coming. All right. So if you are a digital planner, if you like doing things digitally on your iPad and things like that, keep an eye out for that. If you like using your books, that's fine. However, I do not plan on creating a paper budget or planner or anything like that anytime soon, not at this level, because it costs money. Okay, it costs money to be able to do that, and I'm about making money, not spending it. So yeah, but here we are on the 20th. So in this planner, which does not have as many options and sections as my digital planner that I created, but it does have some. It gets the job done for right now. So in this planner, we have our monthly goal. One of them is to pay all my October bills up to date, which I believe as of this pay period, I have. Pay my November bills up to $900. See, I didn't even put December on here. I need to open 2 new bank accounts and switch where my payroll is deposited to. So that's going to be done on Monday. And that was it. I didn't want to overextend myself on my bills. That's what we have in the bill section. Here in income for each week, I wrote down what each pay period was. As you can see, this week I came back from vacation, so I only had like a day or two that I was able to put my PTO in for and get paid for. This week there was no overtime, and then this is what a week will look like with overtime. And we're trying to keep our weeks right in that number, okay, with that good overtime. And the holiday season is coming up, so overtime should not be a problem, hopefully. On my next page, again, is my monthly bill tracker. This is where I track the due date, the amount, how much I actually paid. Like, take for instance, this month my storage bill, I paid it late, so there was a $40 late fee, so I actually paid $259 instead of the regular $219. And then these were the bills that I was Xing out. And then over here I marked what was actually paid, and Canva wasn't paid because I extended a free trial. And then this one actually needs to come out now. I have to transfer money. Car insurance, I believe my car insurance is already in here. And y'all, tell me why I was paying bills and completely forgot that I put the cash in here, because I'm so used to just doing everything automatically through my account. So but car insurance for October is actually here, so I have to remember that when I'm putting money in here, that I know that I'm putting it in for November. Actually, I might not even put it in here just so I don't confuse myself. Let's see, my credit card was paid, so yeah, everything has been paid up to date. Only thing we're waiting for is this one, and there was actually one more bill, and I wasn't sure when it was actually due, but I just saw that it came due today. Well, yesterday on the 20th. So now I had to add that additional funds there and move that money into the account. And then over here on my daily expenses, I decided I really needed to keep track. And he's been yelling at me to keep track of what I spend, and I just would not do it. So this time I was like, you know what? I'm really going to track what I'm spending, especially because I know that majority of the time, the only money that I'm spending, excuse me, is when I'm at work. And if you look over here in the category section, food, everything is food. I don't even know what this is. Oh, Afterpay. So yeah, at the end of the month, there is a section here to do your monthly review, spending analysis. I don't know what this is. I really need to read the instructions for this budget. But anyway, spending analysis is the part that I'm concerned with. And then my beginning balance, well, I don't know my beginning balance for this month, but my balance for it. So that's the only things that I'm concerned with for October is my spending analysis, my balance for it, I guess my savings. And we pretty much know our expenses, but yeah, I'm just going to leave that. But in total income, which sucks for this month. But anyways, so I went ahead in November, same thing, wrote out my expenses over here, wrote them in my tracker back here. And as you can see, it is much shorter than what my October was since I cut those bills out. And it looks like it's even shorter back here. I don't know how that is. Something's missing. I think Canva's missing. But anywho, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to plan for November because October is pretty much done, right? So my rent, and y'all, I did it again. I never have changed. So I guess we're just going to be budgeting in 20s. Everything is going to be in 20 because ain't no breakdowns, which I'm perfectly fine with budgeting in 20 because then I always have a surplus. Problem is when I don't know that I have a surplus. But anyway, so the first thing is rent. We're going to go ahead and open up this. And I still got to order the new envelopes because I really don't like these. I thought I was going to like these. I really don't like these. So for rent, we're doing, because I'm paying the month ahead, what I would do before. Okay, let's back up. Let's back up and let me show you what I would do before. So let's see if I can find a blank page in here to write one. Now I'm going to show you. I know I said I was going to do this in another video, but I really feel like you guys need to understand. So what I would do before is all of these. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Where's my other phone? Oh, crap. Okay. 1 second, y'all. So I need the other phone. Okay. If this phone starts going crazy, pay no attention, all right? Because it's broke. They're both broke, and I need to get a new one. But if I was doing my regular budget where I wasn't attempting to pay in advance, which to be honest, I'm always attempting to pay in advance. And there is a method to do this method with paying in advance. And I'll show that for sure in another video, how to break that down. But let's just say you weren't trying to pay in advance. This is how I would break this budget down. So the first thing I would do is I would total all of the bills. Plus 150. And I'm pretty sure there's something missing from here. I think Canva. So 896. And let's just round it to 900. 900 divided by 4, 225 a week. All right. So let's go over here. Oh, it's darn it crazy, y'all. 904, 225. And then remember I said I haven't budgeted. I never seem to do a budget for my groceries, gas, miscellaneous. So now my actual expenses is 225 a week. And because I don't know what those other expenses are, I'm going to round this out and we're going to make it an even 300 a week, which is, I don't know why I need to calculate this, but I do. 1,200. It's 1,200 a month. All right. So 1,200 a month. We technically already broke it down backwards. So 300 a week is what I would need to be. What is that? Oh, 300 a week is what I would need to be putting aside for my expenses. So in this case, let's go to our payroll. And let's say that, let's go with the median number, the 535.33. Let's say that's average pay period, because technically it is. So 535. And when I have numbers like this, so you can either work in exacts or you work in approximates. I like to work in approximates. 535, I'm going to always say it's going to either be a little more or a little less, depending on taxes, yada, yada, yada. But usually that 35, I just make it as even. So we're going to say I make it even 500 a week. All right. And then I need to put away 300 for my expenses. That leaves me $200 to put towards whatever else I need. And technically, remember, we already put $75 additional to the 300. So that should cover majority of your miscellaneous if you are not going crazy with your spending, right? So I'm going to have 200 for savings after that 300. And that's how I break down that monthly check. Now, that's not the end of it, because 300 is your total, what you need, right? But you need to know how much for each bill. So you're going to come back and we're going to do the same process that I just showed you for each expense. Let me go to this page. Excuse me. What is missing here? Hold on. Let's really count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. It is just the camera that's missing. Hey, this is going to be a longer video than I thought it was going to be. Anyway. All right. So, and this would be a lot easier if I was doing this on a separate piece of paper. We are not getting the fuck up again. Okay. We're just not doing it. So let's break down the rent. 350 divided by 4. Matter of fact, let's write it here, because that's smart, right? So 87.5 a week. You already know I'm going to round it to 90. And the good thing about rounding your numbers like this is, say one of your weeks is short. Like, say, so remember how this week, how this pay period, I essentially only made half of my regular work week. Now, say for 4 months, I had been doing this surplus, rounding up my numbers to the nearest whole amount of the next number. I might have had the additional surplus to bring me to what my usual pay period is, and I wouldn't actually felt the loss. So there is a benefit to always rounding your number up. Now, I understand sometimes your budget is really, really tight, but my job here on this channel, my goal here on this channel is to show you guys how to maximize even a low income paycheck, to really maximize your savings and just taking care of shit, okay? Now, let me just say, Robert Kiyosaki, Mike Mikowski for Profit First. One thing I am not doing here is paying myself first. I'm definitely leading with my expenses with this particular budget, and this is going to change. But right now I have a very specific goal, and it is to pay my expenses in advance. So I'm not focused on what I'm paying myself at this moment, because that's going to come after these expenses are already taken care of, and all of that money is going towards paying myself. And kind of sort of I'm already paying myself because I said Robert Kiyosaki in those 3 bills, right? So that's technically $1,000 a month that I'm not paying to debt. I'm actually paying to myself. So I kind of am paying myself first. Okay. So 87.5 a week. Again, we're going to round it up to 90. We're going to write it there. 176. We're going to round it to, actually, I'm going to leave it at the 176. So 176 divided by 4 is 44 a week. 181. So something like this, 45.25. Actually, I take that back. So this is 44. What was it? 176 divided by 4, 44. So I would make it even. I would make this even $50. So I just rounded out to the whatever the smaller number is the one that I round up. I hope that makes sense. So instead of rounding this up to 400, I rounded up to 90. But let's see what 90 is times 4. 360. So it only brings me up an extra $10 here. But if I had rounded it up to 400, that's an extra $50. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to say it one more time. If I rounded this up to 400, I would have been having to put away $100 a week. Here, instead, I'm only putting away 90. So I'm not feeling the impact as big in my budget by adding an extra $3 here, to add an extra $10 here, versus if I had rounded this to 400 and I would have added on an extra $50. Okay. So this is helping when you have that smaller paycheck. You're not feeling it as much. However, you're still maximizing your money. Okay. I hope that made sense. If it didn't, leave a comment and I will explain this in another video. Okay. So now back to this. 181 divided by 4 is 45. I'm going to round it to 50. 25 divided by 4 was 6. And I'm going to round it to 10. 50 and 4 is 12. I'm going to round it to 15. 15. And here, This one I might leave at the 6 because, to be honest, I don't give a fuck about Planet Fitness. I really don't. But for the sake of this budget, for the sake of this video, we're gonna leave it at the 10, and we're gonna leave it at all whole numbers. And I believe this one was 50. Now I can't see. All right, so now the new budget. How much should we say this budget was? Hold on. Oh, wait. I need to add Canva. 14. So for that one, I am going to round. Actually, no. 14 divided by 4. 3. I'm going to round it to 5. And I have no idea when Canva's due. So, so the original, what do we say? Oh, no, I wrote it back here. I'm like, I know we did this. I feel like I'm getting stuffy. So the original expenses we had was 900. Now with this plan, I don't know what it is. Oh, we said 300 a month. So, I mean 300 a week. So let's see what the total is now with the rounding out. 90 plus 50 plus 50 plus 10 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 5 equals 250. So, wow, even with me upping my weekly, and even with me upping my weekly again here, I'm still, so 225 is what my actual budget is. This is what my rounded budget is, and this is what my minimal rounded budget. So here's the thing with that. It might be easier for you to put together 250 every pay period instead of the 300. And maybe some weeks you're able to put together a 300. So the two ways that I just showed you guys to break this down gives you flexibility in your finances, in your budget, okay? If you got 300 to put away, put it away. You know, you're super maximizing your expenses, and you're creating that surplus. You're still creating a surplus here with the 250. It's not to the impact of the 300, but it's still a surplus of $25 a week, which is $100 a month, right? What is that? $100 can go towards paying one of these bills a month ahead. If that's the only bill that you could pay a month ahead, that extra $100 that you budgeted for, that you rounded forward for, I can pay 2 bills. I can pay 2 bills with that extra $100. Okay? So I hope I am making sense. I'm thinking about making a way for you guys to be able to reach out to me and offering consultations to help you actually sit down and break down your budget like this. And they will be absolutely free. It will be a service to you, from me to you. I would probably only do about 10 people. It's still something that I'm up in the air about doing, but that is what I'm thinking of doing, because I really like, I feel like if people understand what I just did, if they really understand it, like, it can change your budgeting life, like your financing life. Okay. So I'm going to put over here. I'm just going to, okay, forget it. I'm just going to write here 250. And then over here was actually 225. And then what I'm actually going to be trying to put away every week. Well, I'm sorry. If I was doing weekly, I would be trying to put away $300 every month. So boom. I really hope you guys understood that. I really hope you guys understood that. But I know it is late for me, so maybe I didn't explain it in the best way, but I hope I did. I hope I did. But I'm going to keep showing you. I'm going to keep showing you in other videos. So even if you didn't get this time, you might get it in the next video. Or maybe I find a better way to explain it in another video. Or maybe somebody leaves a comment and says, hey, if you could explain it this way, I would get it. Okay, so we're going to keep doing it though. But let's see. Was there anything back here? Nope. All right, so that would have been my goal if I wasn't paying my rent up ahead. Now, let me show you the budget for paying my rent up ahead. We know that my expenses, we just said it back here. Lord have mercy if I close this book one more damn time. We said already, expenses, not including the groceries, the gas, which Babe technically pays for my gas. And the grocery budget, I set to 300, but this is the number I'm looking at right here that I want to pay ahead for November. So let me see, did I put that somewhere for November? I wrote it here, but we're going to put it here. November, actually, I don't need to pay it there. December paid is what needs to go here. Because remember, November is being paid right now. So December paid. And I don't have any other goals right now. I don't have any other goals right now. And I did write over here, I allotted $200 for gas, even though technically Babe does my gas for me. And $300 for groceries, which breaks down to $75 a week in groceries because I do meal prep. I meal prep for my work weekend, and a lot of times it's enough food to pretty much make it through the week, or I have random stuff in the house to make me through the week. So yeah, that's what I've allocated for that. Doesn't mean that I'm going to actually spend it, but that's what I said that I'm going to use over there. Okay, I had to pause to get my thoughts together for this next part, which is paying my expenses a month, 2 months, however many months in advance. And I'm going to try to slow this down for you guys. So we already know that my monthly expenses estimated at the minimal is $900, right? We know that $900 is the monthly expense. Hopefully, excuse me, hopefully you guys can see that. Let me see, $900 monthly. On average, my weekly paycheck at the lower level, we said we're gonna round it down. We're gonna round it down. I'm gonna round it down. So I'm gonna round it down to 500. So I'm gonna write 500 minimum weekly. And at my max, we're gonna say 900. 900 max weekly. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. So times 4 times 4, 2,036, I believe. Right. My brain isn't working with numbers right now because, yeah, let's just make sure that's right. All right, yeah. And that is a difference of $1,600. Okay. So my goal is to have as many weeks as possible here in my overtime space. That is my goal. But if I don't, then I know I'm somewhere in here. Now, if I know my monthly guaranteed expenses is $900 a month, well, this $2,000 more than covers that, right? So for me right now, 900 times 2 is 1,800. 1 month at my minimum would pay me 2 months worth of expenses. Let's do 3,600 divided by 900. At my max, 1 month would cover me for 4 months of expenses. I'm only looking at about 3 months. It doesn't even matter how many I'm looking at. I just want you guys to see the concept. So now, again, I want to focus on lower income because I understand this is my minimum. And to be honest, there's a lot of people that aren't making this. So I want you guys to understand that you're able to do this at any level. But the thing is, you have to really get honest with yourself. Number one, about your expenses. You really need to know your numbers. And then with knowing your numbers, you need to really get clear about which of those numbers is actually important. Okay. So I was listening to the Social Proof podcast today, and one of the things that they said was to organize your money. Organize your money. Understand what you actually have going out. If you have an iPhone, go into your settings. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm getting stuffy. Go into your settings. Go into your iCloud. Go into your subscriptions and see what it is that you're paying for. Because I guarantee you're going to have things in there that you're paying for that you don't even know about. Me personally, I am always in my subscriptions. I'm always in my bank account. I'm always looking to see where money is coming from or going out of that I might not even be thinking about. So I see I don't have anything coming out because I be on it. I be canceling stuff. Listen, if I don't need it, it don't get paid. Okay. If I don't need it, it don't get paid. But you need to go in, see what you have on auto pay. Make sure that the things that you have on auto pay is actually what you need to be paying on auto pay. Another tip that I have for you guys, and I will show you, I'm going to be really transparent. Let's open my banking app. Hold on. So hopefully you guys can see this. Hopefully that crazy ass flashing isn't going to be too bad, but I have multiple checking accounts in here. I also have a savings account here. Right now I'm currently in $1,000. That's another thing that I want to say. Raise your zero. Okay. What is your broke? Most people, when they say they're broke, it's because they're literally at zero, right? But with the rich and the famous, not the rich and the famous, child, what in the world? With wealthy people, with people that have a little bit more money, they're broke might be 10,000. Their broke might be 50,000. Their broke might be 1,000,000. When they hit a certain number, when they get close to a certain number, they feel broke. Okay. But if you're saying that your broke is zero, that is really broke. Okay. You need to have a buffer. So, and we're going to talk about that in another video. I'm going to post the video that they posted that where I got that idea from. But my minimum, my zero is 2,000. So I have another $1,000 to go in here. But all of my expenses come out of a separate account. So my check goes into one account. My expenses come out of another. And that's something that you'll learn if you go ahead and you watch, if you read Profit First. That's one of the things that it teaches you, is to keep your money separate. So money does not go into my bill account unless I move it into there, and nothing gets paid out of the bill account except for bills. And this way, those bills can be on auto pay, but guess what? They can't overcharge me because literally the only money in there is the money that's owed for the bill. Okay. There is no them overdrafting my account or me accidentally spending the money and the money not being there and my account being overdrafted. It doesn't happen because that is strictly the expense account. If my expenses is $900 for the month, there is exactly $900 in that account. Okay. I highly, highly, highly suggest that you open a secondary bank account that is only for your expenses. Keep your miscellaneous, your personal spending, your vacation funds, keep all that separate. All right. But that is the topic for another discussion. Ooh, child, I am getting so stuffy. I don't know what is happening right now. And I'm sure y'all could probably hear it. But where was I going with this? Oh, so look at your money, organize your money, figure out what your expenses are. Be very clear about your expenses. Be very specific about your expenses. Know exactly when they're due. If you're not sure when you're due, call them. Go into your emails. Check and see what bill date it usually drafts out of your account. Look, make sure you know your dates. Know them like the back of your hand, okay? Make sure your money is organized. Every single little dime. Start keeping track of what you spend. Where is it? Let's go back. Start keeping track of what you spend. I have this little notebook. I carry all this with me on a daily basis, but I started carrying this one because sometimes I only have my little purse and I need to make sure I'm taking into account of what I'm spending. Or say I don't have a book, I will take a picture of my receipt so I can have it to review later. At my job, when we go and we vend out our stuff, I have the option of sending my phone a text message my receipt just in case I forget. Like technically I made 3 purchases today that I did not enter in here, but they are in my text messages. How much I spent. I just have to remember what I actually spent. But yeah, so what did I spend today? Too much. $10 in snacks and juices and Red Bull. But get organized. Know your money. In this way, you'll feel way more confident in being able to say that your expenses is the XYZ and your income is XYZ. And this is going to make this transition a whole lot better. So now we have 2 months left. I'm sorry, we have one more pay period left. I just got paid. I just realized how long this video is and we didn't even get to the stuffing part. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay because this is information y'all need to know. And if I have to go and I have to edit some stuff out, that I will. But maybe I'll make this 2 parts. I don't know. But we got paid. We got paid this week. Y'all saw what it was. And then we have one more pay period. So right now, let's go ahead and get to this. And I'm getting tired, so I'm starting to get tongue twisted, so forgive me. This is why you're not supposed to record videos late at night. I had full energy when I started this, but anyway, so because I'm here, hopefully next week I'll have overtime and I'll be able to do, if I could do that, then that means November and December will be paid up, and November and December, I will be able to throw all my money straight at my savings because I have no expenses to cover outside of like my grocery bill and some miscellaneous stuff, which will also be budgeted and accounted for somewhere else. So now let's go back to my expenses and let's do our stuffing. I'm going to, first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 680 is what we have to put in today. So I'm starting this video over because I need to change these numbers. So what did I say? I have 680. Oh my gosh. With the burping, I have 680 to put in. So where do I want to split the 680 at? I actually want to split it amongst the bigger bills. So my expenses are at 900. However, I have 680 that I'm putting in. So what is the difference here? $220. Yeah, I'm just going to rate that here. Oh my God, stomach. What is happening? All right, let me go in here and see what's already in here. All right, so we already have the credit card payment in here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh. All right, so we have that in there. So cool. So now it's not 220, it's 220 minus 50, 170. Planet Fitness is already in here. Actually, I need to add $5. So we're gonna put 20, and I'm not gonna mark paid for that yet because I need to add another $5. What else is in here? Insurance. We have to add insurance because this is this month's insurance. We need to add next month's insurance. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80. And let me see, what did I put in here last time? 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. All right, so I got to put $2 in here. So we'll put 180. I need $1 to go into the insurance. Oops. And I'm pretty sure as I'm recording these videos, I'm going to get better at this. But because I'm doing a lot of explaining right now, that's where the breakdown's coming in. And here's $50 that I didn't allocate to anything. So, boom. See what I meant about surplus? Because I put surplus in there and I didn't even have anything for it to go to. All right. So now I'm gonna mark a dot just so I don't forget what actually has money in it. All right, so one more time. Credit card, yes. Gem, dot. Insurance, dot. Okay. So now let's go back to, damn, I wish I had some smaller bills. I am getting so sleepy. I'm so sorry, y'all. These two, yeah, let's just, how can I break down $100? Let's see. Can't break that one down. Can't break that one down. Can't break that one down. Okay. Yeah, I definitely should have got change. Just making this complicated. Let's do phone. 50, 81, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right. $50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40. Okay, so we're putting 190 in the phone bill. And I'm okay with leaving that in a surplus. All right, so 190 in the phone bill. And that leaves rent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 340. Okay. So those are the major expenses. So what's right? I need some whiteout. 340. So I need to add $10 for that. And those are the only envelopes that we're adding money to right now. We have to add oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3. So 114. Let's see, how much do I need to add? That's gonna have to come in the next paycheck. So $10, which technically, wait a minute, 176 minus 90, 176. Oh my God, 190 minus 176, 14. Technically, my $10 for my rent is in my phone bill. So if I break that down, that's covered. So boom, we don't have to worry about that. So $1 here, $5 here, so $6. Let's write it. 1, 5. Oh my God, I know y'all can't read that. So 1, 5. Actually, write it right here where it says unpaid. 5. Boom. All right, so 50, 114. So 114 needs to get sent over to next pay period. And I don't think I can read that, but I need $114 out of my next pay period to cover the balance of November. And we'll be set. That's actually probably going to put me over, but that's okay. If I only had to pay out $114 in the month of November to cover 2 months worth of bills, I'm perfectly okay with that. Perfectly okay with that. And yeah, no, that's fine. So I think that is it for the video. That is all I have in me. I really hope that you guys understood what it was that I was saying in this video. And I know your first time seeing me do this and my first time doing this on camera seems a little all over the place. But like I said, the more I do this, the better it's going to get. The more I'll be able to fully explain my process to you guys for you guys to understand. And I'm going to try to not do this in the middle of the night. It's 7:42. Yeah, this video was way longer than I expected it to be. But we did it. We've got our envelope. We've got majority of November paid. December is paid. Now we just have to do December, and hopefully next week I have all the overtime that I need and we can do our December bills and get it all out the way, and then all we're doing after that is literally stacking money. I don't even think I'll have a reason to do envelope system come the other months, because the game plan is to just stack, 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 stack. So that's what the videos are going to be about, is stack, 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 stacking. And then towards the end of the 2 months, we're going to start the envelopes again. Or I can even break it down, and I can show you how to break it down in even smaller numbers. So this way, during the 2 months period, the whole time I'm putting away money to take care of January and February's and be done with it. But I believe some more things will be changing with my expenses, which is why I don't really want to go ahead and push my bills for more than 2 months, because I think some numbers in there are going to be changing, and I don't know how drastically they're going to be changing. So, but thank you so much for watching this with me, watching me struggle to do this on camera. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. Again, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. How did I do? How well did I explain? Like, I'm really big on teaching, but I need to make sure it's only beneficial for me to teach if you guys actually understand and are learning the processes and systems. All right. And that is it. I will see you in the next video.